Last subheading, what would we do without them? Imagine a world without telephones, televisions, radios and aeroplanes. It's difficult because these inventions are so important to our 21st century lives. We would live very different lives if it were not for the dedication of the inventors and the belief they had in their interventions. We owe a lot to inventors, but it's easy to forget about them when you're sitting in front of your widescreen television talking to a friend on your phone. So next time you get a phone, switch on the washing machine, talk on your mobile, or switch on your computer, think about the person whose idea it was and the process they went through so you could use it. Maybe they will encourage you to invent something yourself. Good luck. Could you imagine that? If one of you invented something, I'm still waiting. Remember when we did this? Was it you guys? I think it was. We did this in year 5 when we read the King, the King of the Aliens or whatever else it be. I'm really testing your memories here. The King of Space. That was it. Remember when we did the King of Space book? And he made robots for mass world destruction almost to take over. Remember I said if I was to make a robot, and I think Miss Purcell said too, we'd make a robot that made our lives easier at school, and it would mark for us and cut out for us and stick things in for us and make us a cup of tea. The dream! Could you imagine if one of you actually did that? I mean, it's possible. I still believe it, guys. Please do it. So yes, so if any of you have got an invention bone in your body, explore it. Let's do this. So glossary, I didn't find there were many words in there that I had to stop for in terms of lack of understanding or things that you might struggle on. But if you're unsure what an investor is, it's someone who gives money to help make the invention, expecting more money back when the invention sells. So what that means is you might say to an investor, I have an idea and it's going to cost £1,000 to make it happen. And then the investor will say, okay, I will give you that £1,000, but when you get that invention and you sell it, I want 10% of your sales. So that means I get my £1,000 back and more, okay? So that's the kind of catch with an investor. But they're still very worthwhile to have because often they give you advice and support. A patent. A patent is a legal document that stops other people from copying the idea. So what you want is a patent which says, I thought of this idea and this idea is mine. You don't want to tell the world, I've got this wonderful idea, and then someone steals it. I swear I used to go around in high school and I used to say, I'm feeling confused.com. I swear whoever made confused.com heard me say that because they've done a website on it. Should have got a patent. And then a prototype. The first example of a new invention made to test the design. So, for example, if one of you designed that amazing robot, you would actually make it and then you'd see how it would work. If there were any glitches, you'd try to fix it. So that we had an almost working example, and then the investor would turn it from one robot into hundreds so that every teacher could have one. I mean, there's loads of ideas. Obviously, it might not just be a robot. It could be something else, but you get the point, okay? So now that I've read this entire text to you, on the next slide, there's going to be a Google form for you to complete. On that form, you will have a variety of questions that link to this text, okay? So you just have to go through the questions and answer them as thoroughly as you possibly can. Some of them are one-word answers, some of them are short answers, some of them are maybe a sentence, but nothing much more than that, okay? And then you should get a mark back because I'll be able to see my class, Miss Purcell will be able to see her class. And some of them are automatically marked because they're a multiple choice question. So don't let yourselves down, smash it, show me that you can read, retrieve, record, and infer, because I know you can. You just need to share it on the form, okay? So the link will be on the next slide, and also all of this is on your Google Classroom. So best of luck, and then I'll see you tomorrow for your first English Live lesson. Until tomorrow.